I will teach you how to solve JAMB Physics like a pro, step by step. This video doesn't matter whether you are good in physics, it doesn't also matter whether you are afraid of physics or you are not good in physics, you have fever anytime you hear the word physics and you want to write it in JAMB and you don't know how to go about it. Don't worry, in this video I will teach you how you can be able to solve physics in your JAMB exam like a pro. My name is Basi Ejogba. I'm a 400 level student in the University of Calabar studying medical laboratory science. And in my channel, I help students level up the academic game. I also share helpful tips on the channel focusing on personal development. So if you love content like this, please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button so that you can continue getting updates anytime I drop videos like this and so that you can help me. And just like I've said in this video, I will teach you how you will be able to solve your JAMB Physics exam. I will use myself as an example. I'm not that good in physics. I wasn't that good in physics in my SS1. I wasn't that good in physics in my SS2. This was because of the teacher. I was afraid of my physics teacher and in turn the thing affected me. But when I knew that I had my WAEC exam and my JAMB exam to write, that was when I had a mental reset and I started focusing on my physics, looking for tips that I would use in order to pass my physics exam. And when I wrote my physics exam in 2020, that is my JAMB in 2020, I got 75 over 100 in my JAMB Physics, and that is the exact tip I'm going to share in this video today. So the first thing you are supposed to do as a JAMB bite, or when you enter the exam hall or you are preparing for your JAMB exam in the course of your study, the first thing when you see a physics question, please don't just rush and start solving. Oh, it's simple, just start solving. Oh, okay, they ask a question about let's say, okay, they ask a question about potential energy, just start solving. No, there might be a mistake or whatsoever. So when it comes to JAMB Physics, don't just rush and start solving the question. Read the question carefully. When you read the question carefully, also highlight key point. What is the main purpose of this question? You can see questions like, okay, let's assume I'm looking for a particular question here in this book, and it's okay, find the potential energy of a boy of a mass 10 kg standing on a building floor 10 meters above the ground level. What is the main thing they are asking in this particular question is what? The potential what? Energy. So you must first of all get what they are asking you to solve, which is the word potential energy. And secondly, when you get the question or you get the key points, write down all the known variables. Like this particular question about potential energy, I am being given the mass, I am being given the height, and there is nothing like the word gravitational force. The value for the word gravitational or the variable for the word gravitational force, which we all know that is what 10 meters per second square. But it is not here in this question. So it is now left for me as someone that want to pass my exam to carefully write down all the variables that has been given in this particular question. I write down my mass, write down my height, and also write down my gravitational field, because I know that I cannot solve my potential energy without involving my gravitational field. You understand my point? So you must write down all the known variables with the velocity, the time, the mass. Why you are writing them down is because you don't want to forget or you don't want to exclude anyone. You are asking yourself, how will I be able to write them down? It depends on the center you go for. There are some JAMB centers that allows you to enter the hall with your pencil and your piece of paper, while there are some halls or some centers that will give you these things on their own. Then when you finish, you submit it and you go. So it is important that you write down all the known variables. And thirdly is that after writing all the known variables, identify which formula you are supposed to apply. And in this question or in this sentence, identify which physics formula you are supposed to apply here. Identify the formula. It is very, very important. When you write down the mass, when you write down the variables, it is these variables that will tell you the formula you are supposed to apply. Write down the variables, and getting the key points or what you are supposed to answer in that question will allow you to apply this formula or put in the formula that is expected of you. Now solve the equation step by step. When it comes to science, especially physics and mathematics, we at times don't look at your final answer. What we look at is the step-by-step ways in which you are able to get it. But in JAMB exam, we are not looking at your step-by-step. In JAMB exam, we are not looking at your step-by-step, because what JAMB is an objective exam. So what we just need is give us the answer. But now where the problem is in JAMB is when you give us the answer without putting in the units. That is where the problem is. So you must also get the units of every question or every quantity that you are trying to solve for. The unit is as important as your final answer. The answer can be 12 seconds. The answer can be 12, but when you put 12 there, you are wrong. It can be 12 seconds, it can be 12 meters, it can be 12 joules. So your unit is as important as every other thing. So in the case of your solving, you can try to solve it step by step, but you have to be very fast in your solving. You have to be very fast, knowing that for every JAMB questions, you are only being allocated 1 minute and 5 seconds for it. And lastly is that you have to double check your answers, and like I said, your unit. In the case of double checking your answers, you have to also check your unit, because your unit alone can make you fail a whole questions, whether you get it wrong or whether your solving is correct, but at the end you now forget to put the unit, or you now choose the answer without the unit. So I've talked about reading the questions carefully and highlighting the key information, writing down all your known variables, identifying the formula to apply, solving the equation one step at a time, and double checking your answers and unit. Drop it in the comment section which of the physics topics is actually giving you a lot of problems, or you are finding it difficult to understand, and I might look for a day, or I might look for a time and trash it before your JAMB exam. And also drop in your JAMB dream score. If you love this video, please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button, and also share these videos to your friends, so that you will be getting updates like this which will enable you pass your JAMB exam. Note that your dream is very valid, and scoring up to 350 plus, scoring up to 200, scoring up to 300 is all about determination, it's all about consistency, and it's all about cutting off distraction, focusing on what is really important. Until I see you in my next video, always remember that you are wonderful, always remember that you are unique, and always remember that you are a pace setter, and I really love you. Thank you.